Average Pat's Movie Reviews.
Hi everyone, Average Pat here to sit to chat today about the new animated movie, The Addams Family. This is not the Addams Family that I grew up on with Raul Julia and Christopher Lloyd. This is one more closely resembling the 60s TV show. And it stars, I'm going to read the list here because there's so many good names, I don't want to mess them up. Oscar Issac as Gomez, Charlize Theron as Morticia, Chloe Grace Moretz as Wednesday, Finn Wolfhard plays Pugsley Addams, Nick Kroll does Uncle Fester, Bette Midler does Grandma, Allison Janney does Margot Needler, Martin Short plays Grandpa Frump, Catherine O'Hara plays Grandma Frump, and the best one that I caught and could not believe was in it, Snoop Dogg himself does a voice for Cousin It. Go figure that one out. Overall, this is a great family movie. It's not the same as the one I grew up on. Like I said, it's not the same type of story. It's not the same personalities. They have a little bit different accents. The same overall moroseness of Wednesday still there. Pugsley being the little couple screws loose is still there. Gomez being the one who's always in charge and trying to keep things smooth and making it work well is still there. But it's not portrayed the same way. This is a little bit more lax, a little bit more fun. It's cartoon, so they can have a lot more fun with it. The animation makes it a lot easier than it is with regular people. The animation itself is very, very, very smooth. It's very neat to watch. We've gotten very spoiled with animation lately with, DreamWorks getting as good as they are with the Minions and Pixar obviously setting the bar for everybody. But this one was very well done. It was very smooth. The animation wasn't an issue at all. You didn't have to worry about, oh, look at it's blurry here or it's not there. Each character had their own unique vibe about them. The animation was very focused on that. Wednesday was very dark, very morose, very thin, very withdrawn. Everything about her kind of had like a darker overtone to it. Pugsley was a happy-go-lucky, let's go do this. He's got to do his sword routine to become a man, and that's portrayed just as well. When you see Gomez, it's not Raul Julia, so this one's a little bit on the heavier side. It's, he's providing for his family. He's trying to find a great place to live that nobody will bother them. They won't be chased out as monsters anymore. And I wanted to say where they moved to, but I don't want to spoil the surprise for it. I don't like being a spoiler, so I will not do it. But everybody in the theater had a great laugh at where they decided to put up shop and move to. And everybody's like, well, it makes perfect sense. There's great jokes in there, great one-liners. The personalities are very well portrayed, even though it's just a voice role. You've always been told your whole life you can, when you answer a phone, you always do it with a smile. You can hear a smile. Well, you can hear the smiles on these characters, on these people when they do the voices of these characters. You can hear them smiling. You can hear them having fun. You can hear the joy that they had when they made this role, when they decided that they wanted to do it. You can see that they really put effort into it. They didn't just call it in. They had fun with it, and it comes across very well, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable that way. The storyline's a little bit different than what we're used to. This is, they have their nice little house set up in the middle of nowhere, and a new town pops up nearby, and they want to try to incorporate normal life into their lives and incorporate themselves into normal life. And of course, there's complications. It's the Addams Family, of course. So the difficulties of us versus them, if you will, the good versus evil, even though it's not obviously evil, but the way it's perceived as such. Humans versus monsters, people that are different as opposed to the quote status quo. It's all laid out there, very well portrayed. It's got a modern twist on it. The one main person in the village she's got a TV show where she helps fix things up. It's kind of like a what's that lady's name? Joanna Gaines, I think is her name. The one who does build the houses up and make them all exceptional out of nothing and does makeovers. It's great. So they put a nice little twist on it to make it a little bit more modern, but still had it on its own, dealing with the Addams Family difficulties. It was very enjoyable. I took my 3 boys to see it. they all had a blast. They laughed at the right times, and the jokes were there for all of them. There's a wide age gap between 12 and 5 in all three of them, and every one of them got the jokes. There were a couple that went over the youngest one's head, but to be expected. But for the most part, they all got it. They all laughed, and when you can hit a wide range of age range from myself in my 40s to my 5-year-old son, you're doing a good job, and you're hitting the right notes. The story was there. The animation was very smooth, which made it that much more enjoyable. And overall, you can't complain about a movie like that. It's wholesome. Everybody has a great time, and it's well worth the ticket cost. So overall, I'd give this a 4.5 out of 5. A good family wholesome movie. It's worth to go see in the theater. If you want to wait till it comes out, it's well worth that as well. I don't think you'd be very disappointed in it. The sound is good. Everybody knows the song. The kids walked out doing a snap as they're singing it. It was fun. They had a great time. And I'm sure your family and yourselves will do the same. You'll have a great time and a great experience. So if you like this review or any other of my reviews, please make sure you like them on Facebook. Subscribe to my page on YouTube. Click the little subscription bell. That way you get notified every time there's a new review posted. And make sure you spread the word. I'm trying to get this out there for everybody to enjoy, trying to make myself a little bit more well-known. And I would really appreciate any kind of help along those lines. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. See you soon.